Okay, going back to the crux of the discussion now. So, yeah, being an international player now, you're an international player. You're a Nigerian international, whether we like it or yes. We've always been using it for football and basketball for so long that some of us actually forget that there are other sports. The
other sport can also be great.
It's not just football and basketball. It's not just even football because basketball is a bit. A lot of people don't really follow basketball because of the way the game is being run in Nigeria.
Yeah, definitely.
But now that the tournament, if I'm not mistaken, that's the first.
In Africa. In IFAB,
so you are forever. You and your colleagues are forever
immortalized.
Being the
first set
to
of guys
to win that tournament. Everybody always remembers the first. Just like you remember Uruguay and be the first.
The way you said this, everybody like everybody always remembers their first. Wait. What I think I have a question for all of you said. Can you walk me through the process of the national team? How it came about?
Yeah.
And then walk us through your experience flying down to Egypt. Was that your first time traveling out of the country?
Yes, definitely. I had a new passport, bro.
so walk me through that process. Like, and just how was it? How was the experience?
Well,
what was it like?
The experience was great though because we had to like go through rigorous tryouts. Like there were like 100 and something players who came to the national tryouts in Lagos.
Yeah.
Not to talk about Abuja because there was another tryout in Abuja before Lagos. So they narrowed it down to like I think 50 players, like 50 males, and then I think they had like 40 something or 30 something females. So like imagine having 50 guys who could play flag football in Nigeria. That's like a lot for a new sport. For it to even have more than 100 people come for a tryout. I don't think like it's like a very new sport. Yeah, we had some people who couldn't really play, but they came for the tryout. At least there was spread out word that we are looking for people. It's not like they had people in mind that they were like, oh, bring this guy. We had leagues here. There were videos and highlights that oh, these guys are top players, but they kept it open and very neutral. So I feel like you being able to make the team from that 50, like that means like you're actually good. Because when you come for like 3 months, preparing, running in the rain, doing everything, eating, sometimes you get less sleep because you train 2 times in a day and then you have to wake up the next day to do the same thing over and over and again. You're training like 5 times a week. Took away from your personal life, like it's a lot, but then you committed already, so you have to do it. And then when we made the team, we played some friendly games here in Nigeria, got prepared, and
got a new passport.
That was crazy. Like, but I always told myself, that if I was going to do a passport, but because I was going to be traveling very soon, and lo and behold, manifestation like got the better part of that one. I spoke into existence. I didn't know what sport or how it was going to happen. But like,
I'm very sure if anybody had told you that flag football will take you abroad for the first time and not basketball.
At the airport, me and one of the coaches were standing side by side. And like 2 years ago, if you had told me that it's flag football that we taking that, it'd be like, nah, yeah, joking. Man.
So what was Egypt like? The weather, the hotels. The women is a podcast after all, so
bro.
Yeah, but they're just what was it?
Talk.
How long did you spend in Egypt, first of all?
We did like 6 days.
6 days.
What was the 6 days? What was it like?
I won't lie, it was not a lot though because it was from hotel to game to practice.
Okay, so let me just give you a backstory. He might not want to say this
like
on air, but I know the food situation was dope. Okay.
It was dope because it was serve yourself, bro. Man, they chop. Bro, you couldn't you were not lacking, but the thing is, a lot of people are not really used to the type of dishes we were getting. But you definitely find your way around because they were
like me. Anyway, when I went to
me I was cool, but on the general basis because
if I not make sense, make you reach Egypt. Let you say. You chop with your your belly, you know if catch ball.
Bro, if they chop on me, I go chop on.
That is same ideology.
But bread, the rice, chicken. So there was basic chicken, egg. So
the guys were looking for it. Cater for because it's an African tournament, so there are different people come from different parts of Africa. So were they did they cater to each region? Give them what they can really eat or what they are used to?
So what I noticed is the first day when we got there, we had lunch and a lot of people did not even finish what they served us because now they actually plated the food for us. So I think maybe they observed that and then they made adjustments to that because some of our coaches, I think they were complaining that most of our players could not eat. So immediately at dinner, it was like serve yourself. Then we're seeing like fried rice, white rice, we're seeing sauce. Then some people complained that they were not getting pepper. That could they get pepper? So like they actually made it like very easy for us to like acclimatize to their food. So it was not hard at all.
All right. So I have this question, and I think maybe Tola would just take it on from there. Everybody goes into a situation, one person, and then they come out another person. So my question is this: how has this whole experience, what has changed? Because prior to a couple of months ago, you had been a champion, but not an African champion. You are living in Nigeria all your life, but now you have gone abroad.
It's another part of the world.
Yeah, so exactly. So how have you come out, and then what are your plans moving forward?
That was a great question, actually. I'm not lying because
I know it's me. You know,
because like going to that place and experiencing what I experienced, I was like, a lot has changed mentally. I see the world from a different perspective. Like there are other people in other parts of the world doing great stuff too. It's not just in Nigeria.
Yes.
And for me, seeing that, I believe that like there's a lot of work to be done.
Basically, life does not stop at
Richard, my manager. Big ups to my manager. Yeah. So like it has really changed like the way I see life and the way I approach life, even work ethics.
Yeah.
Because now the way I approach even my normal, because I'm the visual artist, so the way I attack work now is like a different mentality, because now you've seen chance that okay, it could be great, and then you've seen people be great, and then you've gone to a place where people move differently. Like the way people even speak to you, they don't even know you, and like the way they are speaking to you, they are holding you in high esteem.
Yeah.
So for you to be able to have been held in an high esteem, I think you always want to keep that standard.
Going, yeah.
Bro, I'm already back at practice. Bro, I'm already looking for
Mamba mentality.
I'm looking forward to the next one.
So just because you won this one doesn't mean that's the
bro,
that's more like the beginning.
Bro, we are going to Olympics.
So I bet no vex. You know, I said show walk-ins. You actually did. Please, can I feel that medal?
No time, but how do we carefully?
No problem.
Whoa.
You feel that, Abi?
Look like that one we collect for last one.
Ouch.
Guy.
But look on the bright side. Me and you collect medal for last one.
Yes.
Now they collect medal for Unibe.
Yeah, it's not. So I believe he did.
I'm just saying though.
Whoa, this is.
If you like, we have for Neko, so that the evidence will do. At the man that senior Mascherano said.
No, I have to get those. I can see senior Mascherano.
You see that senior Mascherano?
Oh my goodness.
Ilham is behind this. He's telling us he has 4 or is it 5 or is it 6? Is he his best LeBron expression? Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. But far.
This is the idea.
But no, like supposed to do.
He's not here with us.
Yes,
he can't. He's not.
There are levels to this.
You understand?
Nobody was inviting me to podcast when I
won. But right now, what has Nnamdi actually won? That will make us invite him. But that's the matter for
winning process.
Now, in all honesty, Nnamdi really talked before we started this set, so I made it my life mission. This month, as long as I have the microphone.
I will still see you in the comment section.
Oh my goodness! So Farouk, let's wrapping this up. I will make a statement and I'll ask a question. You're a cool guy. For the first time I met you, I liked you as a human being. I admire your work ethic and the way you put your heart into the stuff that you do. Very emotional, very passionate, sometimes very, very loud. Everybody that knows you knows this, but it's a good thing.
But that's not the field, though.
Yes, exactly.
You
know. And I think the only negative about you is the fact that you support Real Madrid, but that's a story for another day. So looking at flag football,
Madrid,
looking at flag football now in Nigeria,
where
do you see we work with the steps they've taken now? What are your projections basically for the league or for the sport generally?
My projections for the sport. In the next 5 years, you see parents dragging their children to come and play flag football in this Nigeria.
Guy, you know, like it's been
just take it like that in Nigeria.
In
this Nigeria, because I was opportune to hear one of the owners of the league, his mission and vision. Brad said he wants Nigerian athletes to be able to say and proudly say it that I'm a professional flag football player in Nigeria. So just have a scope of when you can boldly tell your father, and your father asks you that kilo shake by time, and you tell him that flag football player and me now, and there's workings, and then he's comfortable to say, okay, my child is successful as a flag football player.
You're a professional football player. That's I think we need to have a round table with more players, more athletes to discuss sports generally and how it, because I'm going back to because we're rounding up now. Yeah. First of all, being a champion, how did it feel? I want to know how you felt winning that game.
They did. So I've been the
champion. You're going to talk about 1 point.
The extra point.
That's why, because he knew why the point that won them the championship.
That was the point that won the championship. 1 point. That was okay. 1 point can actually, because I used to be this guy that always says like, how you win matters. Yeah, a win is a win, but how you win matters. But man, that day taught me that, bro. Whichever way
it comes.
And the first part is the extra point I scored it was not even my ball. I was just like, run your route completely, be where you're meant to be, and then somehow the ball found its way to me and like secured the catch, and it was 1 point, and that 1 point won us the championship because it ended at 13-12.
See,
so 1 point.
And the beauty of this was the fact that not only the men, but the women as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So we had male and female.
The journey back home was interesting.
I can imagine what that flight would have been like.
The
Johnny African Championship was won
by Nigerians.
So you guys did what my darling Arsenal could not do.
Oh shit!
Swept.
I'm happy about the fact that.
Yes, I'm happy about that. You know why? Arsenal knocked me out of the championship.
But guess what? Who did we beat in the final? I cannot lose both ways. I cannot lose both ways.
Alright, so Farouk, it's been an honor. It's been great having you here. Hopefully we get to have you
we are going to get him more.
Hopefully we get to have you more. And not just having you here.
Having champion, more champions.
Exactly. Multiple champions, multiple accolades. So it's we're just moving on from other things now. We would not end this show without at least paying respect to those that we lost.
Yes.
Diego Jota and his brother.
And Dodo Mayana.
And of course our very own Peter Rufai. Passed this past week, and the dark time for us in sports. Just reminding us that life is short and it's fleeting. Be a good person, or be a bad person. Bottom line is remember that the world is your oyster. Make of what you want, and just make sure that you leave the world a better place than you left, that you met it.
Rouks, it's been an honor having you on the show.
It's been an honor for me to be on the podcast finally.
Yeah.
I've always been these guys. One day.
We're supposed to be on a couple of days ago. We don't tell you what happened.
Nigeria happened, bro.
That's what happened.
Nigeria happened. When I say Nigeria happened, just understand. Nigeria.
All right. So it's been great having you guys here. Yeah. Remember to like, share,
subscribe
to the podcast.
No easy, so support our
mission. And until we come your way again, my name is Theophilus Osaigi Agbola, and
my name is Adetola Oluwaseyi Roberts.
Keep watching the Dugout.